11 frames to 5. White struggling to recover after losing the first 7 frames yesterday. 8 frames scheduled this afternoon. Parrott needing just 7 more to take the title. For both men, a test of character and composure. Well, we're set for frame 17. The commentators John Spencer and Ted Lowe, and Jimmy White facing a very tough day.
Yes, the glories, the triumphs, the agonies and the frustrations are now spread over the remaining 19 frames of this final. John Parrott, a 6-frame lead. The loser, incidentally, will pick up a cheque for £80,000. That figure, of course, will fade away in his mind at the loss of the title of World Snooker Champion.
Well, John just been looking to see if the black will go here, but I feel he would be going down for the blue or the ball colours. And that was quite some way off. So the first reasonable opportunity falling to Jimmy.
Six. Seven.
And now I would think the 2 reds just above the black. The left-hand corner pocket.
Twelve. 13. 20.
If Jimmy
21.
can get that left-handed rhythm going, he can quite easily get back into this match, into this terrific final.
Yes, and knowing Jimmy, I would feel he would be going to the pike. And those are broke pretty well for him. So a tremendous start and just what he needed.
$34. 35. 41.
And the shoelaces come up. Gives him time, of course, just to compose himself. He looked very relaxed. Nerves, of course, play such a big part in a final such as this. Both are so anxious to become world snooker champion.
32.
Not quite what Jimmy intended there, was trying to force one of the two reds out. So the next position of shot a little more difficult. Well, the way he's looking, apparently he can get to the pink into the centre, if he wishes.
$48.
So it's the ever-popular Jimmy White starting this final day
56.
with the first 50 break. 50 plus, of course.
$57. $64. $65. $72. $73.
And what a start this is for Jimmy. But also important that if he can keep John away, if he can keep John away for the table, for the whole of this frame, of course, would be very important.
And those little touches that Jimmy is so well known for, push the red over the centre pocket.
$86. $87. $92. Jimmy White.
Well, the capacity crowd here at the Crucible Theatre absolutely thrilled with that opening break of 92 by Jimmy.
Yes, and John quite rightly playing on. No chance of winning the game, but just wants to get that cue rhythm of his going, so a bit of practice for him.
Looks as though he's practicing billiards, John.
Yes, and this is where it's very important for Jimmy. If he can stop John getting a pot, of course, he'll be going into the second frame lacking a bit of confidence.
Jimmy White, 6.
John Parrott, yet to score a point in this first frame. Oh dear. That's not going to help him.
One. Seven. Nine. 12. 16.
'Jimmy White then.
21.
Cool, calm and collected. Not rushing his shots at all.
27.
The black will give him 136 points in this first round. And he reduces the deficit to just 5 frames as he trails now 6 frames to 11. Well, what a start for Jimmy White. And John Spencer with me, as you will all know. John, how do you sum up the final now?
Well, that was just the start Jimmy needed, of course. He left John not too easy read into the corner pocket, and early in the frame a difficult one for John to take on, but he had to. And of course Jimmy is just scintillating snooker, and I think the important thing, of course, was that he kept John completely out and hasn't scored a point. So John's going to be going into the second frame cold and lacking that little bit of confidence you need.
And you think there might be a few butterflies with John now?
I think there's also a few butterflies with Jimmy, Ted. It's in the final, everyone has butterflies.